Needles slip through hand-dyed fabric, and strange and wonderful designs materialize. Wherever Ada and linen mingle with colorful cotton and shimmering, silky flosses, that is the time when stitchers are present, practicing their craft with fiendish delight. Welcome, Stitchy friends, to my second Flosstube. I am your hostess, Tracy, also known as OG Stitchery here on YouTube and on Instagram. I hope you like what you see. So today is going to be my first official normal Flosstube with my weekly whips and some plans, I suppose. And yeah, so let's get started. First and foremost, I would like to give a huge thank you to the people who pressed subscribe this previous week. I had my first Flosstube published Thursday of last week, and it's crazy. It's wild. It's a little intimidating, and but it's fun. It's very fun, and every night I look forward to seeing new comments and responding and interacting with my subscribers. I can't get over that. Every night I tell my husband, oh, I have another subscriber, or oh, I have another thumbs up, and he's just as thrilled as I am. So it's pretty fun. I would like also to give a very heartfelt thank you to a couple of Flosstubers who have mentioned me in their weekly Flosstube. First one is a duo, Jane and Chris of BosStitchers. I'll put their information up here, as well as I will link their information below in the description area. And Jane and Chris have been doing a Flosstube for almost a year. Next month is their 1 year anniversary. I know that because it's the day before my birthday, so I just remember that, and I probably always will now. But yeah, they've been doing Flosstubes for about a year, and they usually do it around every two to 3 weeks or so. And they are local. They are here in the Boston area, and they are also part of the Stitchy group that I attend twice a month. So I've actually got to meet them in person, and so that's great. And they gave me a shout out in their last Flosstube, which was fantastic. I kind of expected that they would, because I gave them some stitchy kindness, but I wasn't sure if they knew about the Flosstube that I did, and they did, and it was great. This is so great. So yeah. And then the next one is Pam, my stitchy friend. She is on Flosstube or YouTube as Stitching in the Land of Good Enough, and she's fantastic. Again, she's a local, well, kind of local. I believe she's in Rhode Island, but she's barely in Rhode Island. She's right on the border of Rhode Island and Massachusetts. So she's able to come up to the our local needlework store, which is The World in Stitches, and so I've actually been able to meet her a couple of times, and she's part of my luckily I can say she is part of my Stitchy group, and she's a Stitchy friend, and I think she's great. You definitely need to go check her Flosstube out if you haven't, and she's wonderful. And then the third one, the third person who gave me a shout out is Chiara and she is on Flosstube or YouTube as Chiara Osborne. And again, I'll put her information here, as well as down below. And Chiara gave me a shout out and told her viewers about my Flosstube, and it's great. She is a Disney fan, like I am, and and she also does quilting, which is incredible. I applaud any quilter out there, any sewer out there. I have tried to learn to sew, and it's not a good thing. So it's wonderful when cross stitchers have that ability and have that skill, so they can do a lot of different finishes, like pillows, and they can do project bags, and they can also quilt. So it's really fun, and it's really fun to watch. And so all three of these, or all four of these ladies, have great projects, and I really do hope that you go and check out their Flosstubes if you haven't already done so. I would like to talk about the hashtag under 1,000 subscribers club, or I think it's the under 1,000 subs club. That's it. And that is to promote Flosstubers who have obviously under 1,000 subscribers. The reason behind that is so the magic number that YouTube has determined is 1,000. Once you reach 1,000 subscribers, you get a little bit more perks. I believe you can go live. You can do live streaming. You can monetize if you want. I could be wrong about that. Maybe there's more to it than the monetizing. I'm not sure about the monetizing, but I know that there are a few perks that you can that you get once you get 1,000 subscribers. So these are so the hashtag is basically just to give a shout out to people who have not reached that level. There's so many. I mean, there's so many. I actually made a list of all of the YouTubers that I watch on a weekly basis, or this past week actually, 6 days, and there were 31. So, and on that list there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 that are under the 1,000 subs club. So, but I'm not going to go through all of them now. I think I'm just going to focus on 3. I've already mentioned 1. Actually, I've already mentioned 2. Yeah. Because I believe the Jane and Chris BosStitchers are under 1,000. And I know Chiara is under 1,000. And so make sure you go check them out. I would like to mention another one, CurlyGirlCrafter. She's under 1,000. She just uploaded her second Flosstube, I think yesterday or the day before, and she is great. She is a multi-crafter. She sews and she quilts, and she does. She makes these project bags. But right now, she's only doing it for herself and her daughter, who also cross stitches. But she has mentioned that she's either putting up an Etsy store, or she already has one, and she's putting new products in, or thinking about putting new products in, such as project bags. And she does the vinyl front. So yeah, you need to check her out. That is CurlyGirlCrafter. And then the other one is probably one of my top favorites, ThreeTrailsStitchers. It's Carrie Sara, and Whitney. And they're Carrie and Sara are sisters, and then Whitney is their cousin. And they're in Missouri, something like that. They're where the Three Trails meet, something like that. That was my gang sign for the ThreeTrailsStitchers. I don't know what that was. They are great to watch. And I think they finally got their lighting together. This last video, they were in a different position, and I could see everything, I could hear everything, and it was great. They're huge Disney fans. Whitney is a huge Halloween fan. Almost all of her projects are Halloween related, which, yeah, I feel ya. I see you. And then Sara and Carrie just recently went to Disney, and they have been talking about doing trading pins as needle minders. And that got me to thinking, I used to collect trading pins. So I have a lot of trading pins that I'm going to be probably turning into needle minders. And I'm going to trade them for a project bag. So they don't sell their project bags, but they are willing to trade for them. So I'm going to be putting together a bundle of trading pins as needle minders that I've turned into needle minders, and I'm hoping that they will trade me a ThreeTrailsStitchers project bag for needle minder pins. Pin needle minders. Something like that. Anyway, so those are the under 1,000 subs club mentions that I wanted to do. So let's get into the whips, shall we? Yeah. So I started the week working on Take Me to the Sea by Doreen Jones. And this is what it's supposed to look like when finished. I'm doing this one on 18 count ivory Aida that I hand dyed myself. And this is where I was previously. And I'm using DMC floss, and this is where I'm at now. I worked on this for 2 days, and I think it's turning out pretty good. I'm liking it. Yep. I'm doing really good on it. The next project is actually a new start for me. This is project number 16. It's number 16 because I wrote it in my journal in sequence, but I haven't started it until now. It is called Cat in a Hat, and this is what it's supposed to look like. It's by HM Cross Stitch on Etsy, and I'm doing this on 18 count vintage white and using DMC. Because it's a new start, you don't know what it looked like before because it was clear fabric. But this is what I have gotten. I worked on this for 2 days. I hate the word gotten. This is my project. No. This is my progress. I worked on this for 2 days, and I think I'm doing pretty good. I really like the way it looks, and I think it's going to be cute. Oh, and see the needle minder? Oh, it's so wonderful. It's the Haunted Mansion 3 Hitchhiking Ghosts, and this is by Mad for Minders. Isn't it cute? So that's what it looks like. Love it. The next one was another new start, and this is Happy Halloween by La Comtesse of Le Pont de Croix. This is French. I found this it's a freebie chart. I found it on the internet. I'm pretty sure it was through a Facebook group that I'm a member of, but I'm not positive, so I don't want to say for sure. So if you want to know exactly where I got it, just leave me a message, and I'll try and look it up for you. So I'm going to flash the chart. Here you go. That's what it's going to look like. And this is where I'm at right now. This is on 14 count white Aida that I hand dyed, and I'm using just DMC 310. And so yeah. And my last whip of the week is another new start. For some reason I wanted to start all the things this week. This is what it's supposed to look like. It's actually a birth announcement. A friend of mine and his wife had a baby 7 months ago, and had a little girl, and her name is Sara. And so I asked her if I could do a birth announcement for her, because they're my friends, and I wanted to. And I asked what kind of theme, and she actually said that her theme is lemons, and she doubted that there was any kind of birth announcement that had lemons in it. And I said, oh, no. Etsy will show me the way. And Etsy showed me the way. It's called Floral Birth Announcement, and it's by Stitches Lovers Shop on Etsy. And I started this, I think 3 days ago. I don't have the start date on my little card, but I kept it in the Q-snap, and I also kept it on my stand because I wanted to showcase my stand. This is what I'm talking about. So this is a lap stand by Kate Creations, and it is absolutely fantastic. I love it. I try and use it every single time I stitch. Sometimes I can't because they're little, but anyway, it's totally adjustable 3 ways, and then also you got the clamps. I put it upside down just because these are sometimes in the way. Anyway, cross stitch. This is what it looks like, or this is my progress on it. That's really cute. So this is going to be my focus for the rest of this week, probably, and all of next week. I'm hoping to get it finished because I am actually going to go see them. They are local, fairly local. They're about 2 hours away, but I was invited to go visit. I haven't seen them in quite a while. So I'm going to go see them, and he's a college friend. Eric is a college friend. We both went to Salem State University and graduated as history majors. He has since been ordained into the Anglican Church, I believe. Don't quote me on that. But anyway, he is a reverend now. And he has a cute little family. Emily and him had a baby, like I said, Sara. And so I get to meet her, which is exciting. And hopefully I have this done by the time I get to go see them. So, yeah. So that pretty much explains my plans. I'm trying to finish this up. I know at some point I'm going to get tired of it, so I have a few other whips to pick up. So yeah, I would like to mention 3 finishes. I actually had one this past week, and then I had one just before I filmed my first floss tube that I didn't show, and then I would like to show my first finish. So the most recent finish that I have is Christmas bells. I actually showed this in my whip parade last week. And this is by the Primitive Hair. This is what it's supposed to look like. I am doing it on 18 count, or I did it. It's finished. I did it on 18 count Ivory Aida, and I used the DMC 4511. It's a variegated floss. This is where I was at before. And because last week contained the 25th of the month, I did what I try to do every month. I do Christmas stitching or festive stitching, pretty much Christmas stitching on the 25th of each month. And I use the hashtag Merry 25th Stitching. And this is my finish. So yay! I really like how it turned out. The variegation is just so beautiful. And it was really, well, it wasn't really tough. It was a little tough because you have to do, or I did, you don't have to do anything. I did the variegation and I did individual stitches. So with this particular pattern, it was fairly easy because it's just letters, so there's not a lot of rows that you can just go one way and then the other and then cross the X's. But anyway, it turned out really great. I'm not sure what I'm going to do as far as finishing it. I think it showed that it was a pillow, but I don't know how to sew. So I'm just probably going to do a flat fold and put a little ribbon on there and call it done. But that was it. So I started this on January the 4th. Oh, I think we have a kitty. I started this on January the 4th and finished it on July 25th. In the way. Well, you gotta come here. Oh my goodness. So this is my baby. This is Doodlebug. Yeah. He is a rag doll. Yep. And he's my baby. Of course, now that I've put him on the table, he thinks that this is his domain now. You gonna say hi? Or did you say hi? Oh, no, no, no. Alright. Say hi again and bye. So the next finish that I would like to show was finished on July 19th, just a couple of days before my first floss tube. My first floss tube was a whip parade, so I didn't want to show any finishes. But I would like to show this now because I'm really happy with it. It turned out to be a little bit bigger than I thought it was going to be, but I like it. I call it the witch's hat. I don't know what the actual title is because it's in Italian. It's by Crocetta Gogo, and it was a freebie of last year on their blogspot. I did this on 14 count white Aida that I copy tea-dyed, and we have a finish. Yay! It's clearly not, you know, washed or ironed or anything like that. I will get to that at some point, but there we go. So that's what it looks like finished. It's so cute. I really like it. I am probably going to, again, do a flat fold and put a ribbon on it and just hang it. I am hoping to have a Halloween tree this year, and I know this is kind of big for an ornament, but I'm not going to have a lot to put on my tree because it's the first year, and even if I do have one, so this will be fine. You'll also notice that I did not do the spider. I did bats. I don't like spiders. I really, really don't like spiders. And so if there's a spider in a pattern in a chart that I really like, I will try and sub it out as much as possible. Yeah, so there's that. And then this is my first fully finished project that I did last year. This is Halloween cross stitch pattern by Lulu X Stitch on Etsy, and here it is. I stitched it on a 14 count white Aida using DMC. I started it on September 25th. I finished it on October 3rd. And this is it. I really love the colors. It was actually supposed to, it was shown as stitched on black Aida, and all of this was negative space, and then you just stitched the outside. Clearly I didn't do that. I wasn't confident enough to stitch on black Aida then. I am now. But I didn't want to do it on this one, so I just did it on black, on white Aida, and I stitched all the black. So there we go. And here's my back. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it like this. I might add maybe some kind of trim around, or I might do something totally different, take it out of the hoop. I'm not sure. But for now, this is what it looks like. And it sits up on my bookshelf. So there we go. I think that's about it for now. And thank you for watching. I wanted to, again, personally thank all of you for subscribing, those of you that did. It really means something to the person who is putting themselves out on YouTube. It really does mean something when you click subscribe. Even though you might not watch them all the time, or you might not ever watch them again, having that little subscriber email come through is really fun. It really is fun, and I thank you so much. And I like all the likes. Thank you very much. So yeah. I need to get better at ending this. So, again, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for hitting play. And if you've made it through to this, I appreciate you. And I hope you have a great week. Hopefully I will see you next week with some new whips. Hopefully. We'll see how this goes. And maybe even a finish. Who knows? So, until then, I'll see you real soon. Bye.